Ms. Mitchell, before you begin, let me introduce you since I've been given some notes here. 16-year-old Abbey Collegiate student.
That's correct.
Are you involved in student government at the school?
Well, we don't have a student government. We have a leadership committee.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I know you're a very active member of the Youth Council. You have served on our Multicultural Day Diversity Celebration Committee. You were very active in the Multicultural Festival again this year. You are on the Environmental Advisory Committee, I understand?
That's right.
A regular member of the board of Big Brothers and Big Sisters. You have spoken at the Chamber Luncheon.
That's true, yes.
And your Rotary, the Abbotsford Rotary Club sent you to a program called Adventures in Leadership.
Wow.
And the comment by the Rotarians was that you should have been offering the course instead of taking it. I'm not sure how you fit everything in, Alexandria, but we're delighted that you're here and we're all looking forward to what you have to say.
Well, thank you so much. It's a great introduction. Again, my name is Alexandria Mitchell. I'm a grade 12 student at Abbotsford Collegiate, and I also sit on the Environmental Advisory Committee here. I have the opportunity to represent Canada, BC, and Abbotsford as a delegate for the COP15 United Nations Climate Conference happening in Copenhagen, Denmark this December, which I'm very excited about. And I'm absolutely honored to be able to represent this community at this international event. So in attending COP15, I want to show how there are no political boundaries between clean water, clean air, and healthy communities. It's about bringing international attention to the environmental issues, especially those pertaining to Canada and BC. Regardless of anyone's political beliefs, cultural background, and social status, the need to protect the resources that we have here in Abbotsford are always relevant. So in having this opportunity to be the eyes, ears, and voice of Abbotsford, I can represent a different perspective. So often when we talk about environmental issues, we only hear two sides of the debate, and both of them are the extreme environmental sides and then the extreme non-environmental sides. And I feel that the largest impact that I can make is pertaining to my involvement in the conference this December, is the awareness and the discussions that I can generate before and after. In fact, the major work that I have to complete will likely come from how I'm able to engage and use the knowledge and connections that I've made in Copenhagen to benefit this community in the coming months. However, that's not to say that there isn't a great deal of work going on right now. I've started a campaign. It's called Plug Out Tune In, and I have my button on right here. And this will be a town hall styled meeting happening this Wednesday at the University of the Fraser Valley. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and the speaking will start at 7 o'clock. It's completely open to the public. It's free to attend, and the keynote speaker will be Dr. William Rees of UBC, and he created the ecological footprint pertaining to environmental studies. So we're very excited about that, and our guest speakers will be Dr. Tim Cooper, a professor of physics at the University of the Fraser Valley, as well as Ms. Ross as well, talking about environmental issues regionally here. So again, very excited about that, and I hope to see all of you out. I put invitations on each of your desks, so if you would like one of these pins, come out to the event and we'll get you one of them, but very excited about it. So right now, it's all about getting people together to get the discussion going. I'm really hoping that Prime Minister Harper will choose to attend the conference in Copenhagen and also represent Canada with a much more vital role than simply urging discussion on his end. But again, that's my goal, to broaden that discussion. But in general, I'm still fundraising my way there, and if anyone is interested in making a contribution, they can do so through the Fraser Valley Conservancy to receive a tax receipt. Also, everyone here in Canada can join in on my journey by following the official website. It's www.plugouttunein.com. So that's my official website. Again, it's on all of our buttons. And I'll be updating you with videos, photos, and written reports the whole time during the lead up to Copenhagen and also while I'm in Copenhagen itself. So everyone that's supporting and everyone that's interested can follow that journey and be involved. So I hope to see all of you there next Wednesday. And following the journey to Copenhagen, my contact information is available on this website. If you haven't, you can call me. The information is on there. So overall, I would really like to congratulate the city as well on committing to carbon neutrality by 2012. I think that's fantastic, and it's exactly what we need to be doing in regards to what's happening in Copenhagen. You've done a fantastic job, so I really commend you on that. And again, thank you very much for allowing me to come over and speak to you for a few moments. I really appreciate the opportunity, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
Anybody have any questions? I guess my question to you, Alex, is would you like to come up and try this chair on for size right now? I think it is. You're an amazing young woman, and of course, Councillor Lowen, Councillor McGregor, and myself had careers. Indeed, Councillor Lowen still has a career. Councillor McGregor and I just talk about how good we used to be, but I mean, this is why we chose the profession we did, because talented young people like yourself have provided a beacon for this community over the years, and we've had the privilege of being associated with some of them. So I would ask you to do this. Councillor Gill and I sat through the Metro board meeting a week ago when they were talking about the delegations that Metro Vancouver was going to send to Copenhagen. And in fact, the board did not agree with the request of the chair. She happened to be over in China at the time and was making a request vicariously to travel to Copenhagen, and the board says, we're not going to send you because Mayor Gregor Robinson of Vancouver is going courtesy of the city of Vancouver. So I would like you, if it's at all possible, to search him out at the conference. Handsome young man that he is. He'll be the one with the Happy Planet juice in his hand. And to introduce yourself from Abbotsford and say, Abbotsford had the courage and the wisdom to send me as a delegate to this conference. Would you do that? If at all possible, find Mayor Robertson from Vancouver and tell him that you were there representing the city of Abbotsford because you are the new generation.
Wow, okay. Well, Mr. Perry, I'll make you a deal.
Well, I know
Your
that...
Worship. I would be happy to do that. I will be definitely willing to do that, and I will look for him there. One thing that I would like from the city, if at all possible, is a letter to the Mayor of Copenhagen on your behalf.
I'd be happy to do that. And I heard our Attorney General speak the other morning about you, with you present, and he reminded everybody present that in his opinion, and he's traveled quite extensively, Copenhagen is one of the most expensive cities in the world in which to exist. So all donations to help you get across the pond and to that beautiful little country and to allow you to enjoy your stay there would be graciously received. You have mentioned that you'll provide tax receipts, so I'd encourage all council members, indeed all people viewing at home, and we have quite a viewership, to support this endeavor, and good for you. Good luck. I'm sorry, Patricia.
Not a question, just a comment. I just wanted to take this public opportunity to say again, as Mayor Perry already has, our gratitude from the City of Abbotsford for all that you do in our community. I think we should all be very nice to this young woman because I have a feeling she's going to be Prime Minister one day. I would actually really like to see that one day. But I mean, I first met Alexandria when I think you were 14 and you did that science project for the school district on recycling. And she asked me if I would help her, but I took one look at her presentation. There was nothing for me to help her. She'd done such a brilliant, brilliant job and presentation. All I could do was sit there and nod and say, I agree. Oh. So thank you again for your dedication on behalf of our community. I think you can all see why I was so impressed with her several years ago. She's definitely a mover and shaker in our community, and anything that we can do to support her and her efforts, I think we should do. So maybe to that end, I would like to make the motion to receive the delegation and the request, which you've already agreed to, Mayor Perry, to the letter to the mayor, but also there's a letter to, I believe, the Prime Minister for approval as part of our recommendation. But can I just suggest a change in the letter, because the staff report makes a really good point. I'll just read it out, which is not in the letter, which I would like to add to the letter because I think it's well written. Staff firmly believes that the financial implications of inaction on climate change will far outstrip those of undertaking mitigation and adaptation measures by the corporation over the long term. I think that would be a good thing to add to the letter because, of course, we always hear the argument, oh, we can't do this because it costs too much. But the real cost is not doing it. So if we could just make that change, so I'll make that a motion.
Second, Councillor Smith. All those in favor? And also receive the delegation?
That was part of it, yes.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you and good luck, Alex.
Right. Thank you very much.
Remember us when you're rich and famous, right?
The town hall meeting.